I knew I wanted this piece to be blue, but I wasn't quite sure how that was going to look. So after I'd given it a good clean, removed the handles and a scuff sand, I just went straight in with some blues and started playing around with the placements of them. These blues that I'm using are from Dixie Belle Paint's chalk mineral paint range, and they're called Cobalt Blue, Mermaid Tail and Antebellum Blue. After I'd kind of fiddled around and faffed around, pun absolutely intended there by the way, with the placement of these colours, I decided that they weren't quite going to work with the transfer that I had in mind. So I just kind of made it a little bit more simplistic and just went in with a darker colour over the top because I wanted the transfer to shine on this piece. So I went over the top with Antebellum Blue and then just used Cobalt Blue and Mermaid Tail to highlight the curvature of the front of these drawers as opposed to creating a design with the paint. So as you can see, the paints blend together beautifully. I didn't want this to be an absolutely perfect paint blend. I just wanted it to be a kind of boho look because the transfer that I'm going to use is a very kind of boho design. It's called Bohemian Dream and it's a very, very versatile transfer. That means you can chop it up and lay it out on your piece. No matter what your piece is and how big it is, you can make a design that will suit. So for this one, I'm just going to go with the curvature of the drawers and pop that transfer across the front of them. As you can see, it goes around the curves beautifully. I'm just pressing it down with my finger because there are parts of this transfer that are quite delicate. And I love the contrast here of the reds and oranges against that vivid blue background. As you can see, there's loads of different components to this transfer, which makes it super versatile. And all you do is you peel the back in as you go off the transfer and rub it with the tool that you get in the pack, and that adds your transfer onto your painted furniture. You can also do this on raw wood as well. It doesn't have to go on a painted surface. You do need to seal the transfers. I'm using Dixie Belle's clear coat in satin. Once the top coat had completely dried, I went back in with Mermaid Tail, which is a gorgeous turquoise shade, and I just went on with a palette knife and just scraped it around the edges to give it a little pop of turquoise around the edges. I also went in with some Best Dang wax in black just to give the drawers an extra bit of shading and dimension. Here's a few close-ups of the finished look. You can see the detail on that transfer is really pretty. A reminder of the before, and here's the after.